Friday afternoon in Kansai, Japan, and this is a Commonwealth of Opinions. I'm Renako, and today I'm grossly annoyed by the asshole living under me who continues to, I guess, lift weights at 6 a.m. and 8 p.m. every morning and night. I'm not sure if he's lifting weights, but what I know is that I'm hearing a sound like metal hitting the floor repeatedly at these hours every day. Meanwhile,
he could be dismembering bodies. Maybe he doesn't have a bone saw, so he's just using a cleaver.
yeah, but the sound is the metal actually making contact.
Oh, okay.
I like that we're seriously discussing whether or not the person under me is dismembering people, and we're not worried about it, just like what's the functionality of that. But no, that's not the sound. Not that I've heard the sound of anyone dismembering anyone. Let me just say that. But it's just funny that, he continues to do this day in and day out. Meanwhile, if I close my sliding door too hard, my neighbor is in my face, ringing my doorbell, talking about, oh, in Japan we don't make this kind of noise. So, I guess...
Well, it must be dependent on the thing that's making the noise, I guess. Maybe.
Yep, I guess what is it? Four legs good, two legs bad, but sometimes two legs good kind of situation. I have
sure.
fucked that Orwell quote all the way up. I apologize, George Orwell.
And anyway, I'm Jonathan, and this week I've been annoyed by heavy construction taking place in a matter of feet away from where I sleep. Construction so heavy that the entire house shakes, and in a country that's prone to earthquakes, that's not conducive to sleep, to be honest.
Is that a structural problem, or is the construction really heavy?
The construction's really heavy. I don't know what they're doing. Sounds like they're tearing down the Eiffel Tower or something.
That is crazy, and really anti-French, but okay.
Sorry, yeah.
That's a very
nothing wrong with the Eiffel Tower.
If they gotta tear something.
Anyway, moving on. To the world is on fire.
Indeed it is.
And this week, the world is on fire because in Kashmir there's been a bit more trouble.
Where's Kashmir?
It's in India and Pakistan, I believe. That's part of the problem.
It's in two places.
I think so. Don't quote me on this.
At the same time?
No, I think it is. Yeah, because I think Kashmir is a region, so it's divided. India controls one, not exactly half, but and Pakistan controls the other bit. But it's Muslim majority, and there's been kind of an insurgency there for the last 30, 40 years or something.
Okay, and this is Kashmir the region, not Kashmir the sweater material, folks.
And maybe that's where it got its name from. I don't know.
I think the spelling's different on this one.
Is it? They spell it with a K.
I believe Kashmir. Don't quote me on this, because this isn't even my news story, ladies and gentlemen. But Kashmir, I believe, is Kashmir, whereas Kashmir is Cashmere. If I'm correct.
Oh, right. Well, I bow to your superior knowledge on textiles, because I did not know.
Well,
that.
sir, they have referred to me as the textile king. For actually, that is not true. There's a gentleman by the name of Jimmy Abood, who is actually this is a real thing, though. There's a company in my country, and Jimmy Abood, the textile king. Do you know him?
No, I don't. I don't. Is he? Does he have a big commercial reach outside of Trinidad?
No.
Okay.
Definitely not. Actually, I couldn't tell you where one of his stores was. If you took me to Trinidad and you said take me to his palace, I don't know.
Quite a limited kingdom, this then, isn't it? Really.
Listen. We grasp what we can get.
Well, that's true, and yeah.
Long may his reign be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jimmy, this one's for you. Is he? I don't even know if he's alive. Jimmy Abood, I hope you're alive. And if you are alive, please reign on forever. And if Jimmy Abood has happened to have the unfortunate experience of passing away, I hope the textile princes and princesses are running his kingdom fantastically.
And we both pledge fealty.
I do not.
Do we not?
I pledge fealty to no man.
All right, never mind. Forget that. So anyway,
what are we talking about?
So Kashmir. It's a real sore point between the two countries. And a couple of weeks ago, there was a suicide. Oh yeah, so there's a low level well, not very low level insurgency going on in the Indian-controlled part of Kashmir. And a couple of weeks ago there was
So Pakistan has invaded the Indian
no,
side?
it's militant groups.
Okay, okay.
Designated as terrorist groups by India. Of course.
Okay, okay.
And there was a suicide bomb a couple of weeks ago. 40 Indian security personnel got killed, I think.
That's
Pretty
unfortunate.
big, pretty
That's
significant.
unfortunate.
Yeah. And yeah, it was a scary time. India and Pakistan nearly went to war.
Why?
Because of that.
But what did that have to do with Pakistan?
Well, India said that alleged that Pakistan was funding or giving some other kind of support to the terrorists. And Pakistan denied it, but India weren't having it, and India sent some planes in to bomb what they said were terrorist training camps on the Pakistan side of the border.
Mm-hmm.
And India ended up getting one of its planes shot down, and it was a whole... Yeah. I'm sure it sounded a bit like that, maybe. And it was a whole big thing, because I don't know if you know this, but India and Pakistan both have quite a few nuclear weapons.
Actually, I found that out when this whole thing broke. I did not know.
Oh, really?
And why is
Yeah.
no one worried? Why are we not? Why is no one talking about this? now?
People are quite worried about this. Yeah.
No, I don't mean
this is a bad
Kashmir and
thing.
India. I just mean in general, them having nuclear.
Yeah, no.
But then again, I guess America also has nuclear weapons, and no one ever tries to police them. I guess maybe I just got too used to America wanting to tell people
look
you can and you can't.
Look who's got his finger on the button now as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can and you can't. But so why isn't America trying to tell them that they can? Because I've never really heard that. Like, okay, let's fuck them because they don't want to give up their nuclear weapons.
Well, like Pakistan hasn't really been a security threat to America.
Oh, okay.
So America don't really care. And also because if India has them as well, now you've got a bit of a balance of power situation
I
occurring.
see.
So it's a lot of international powers will be like, whatever.
So what does that mean for if shit really, really pops off? Let's hope it doesn't. But like, does that mean the whole world's gonna get fucked, or is it just like that area's gonna bomb the shit out of each other?
I don't know. I wouldn't like to speculate on something as gruesome as that, but I don't know. Like, strange things happen. You know what I mean? Like, you really can't tell what the far-flung consequences of any event are going to be. You know what I mean? Just look back through history and you can see.
Grant's
that all the
Ferdinand.
time. Oh, aye, exactly.
There's a little one for your history, Bobs. Poo, 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 poo. I'm in there with the history, son. I'm not sure which World War that was, but I'm in there.
You had a 50-50 chance then. You didn't
I
know
didn't
which
take
one
it.
was.
You know what? I wouldn't lie to the people.
Okay.
So-
the people are going to hold you on your spelling in Kashmir, though.
Well, here's what I'm saying. Though. I hope nothing goes bad, because you know what? I like India. I like Pakistan. They both have strong cricket teams. They always played West Indian cricket on a Sunday, and that got my father to sit down and watch the TV, which meant I could do what the fuck I wanted all day on Sunday. So you know what, India and Pakistan, mad respect for both of you. Stay cool, guys. And nuclear war, not cool.
And don't forget, the Pakistan president is now Imran Khan, who used to be a cricketer. So it comes full circle. Cricket, it's a force for good.
That's what we're talking about.
I don't like cricket, by the way.
No, who does? Who the fuck does like cricket? But you know what? Come for the colonization and leave your cricket behind. And yeah, that's. I think that's we can wrap this segment up with that. You know.
Yeah, but I mean things seem kind of okay for now. So maybe we don't need to be too,
Inflammatory.
No, it's never my intention to be inflammatory.
Well, sir.
No, I mean, we don't need to panic too much. It seems like both countries have pulled back from the brink somewhat, and although this latest attack, God knows where that's going to lead. But
there's another thing that happened recently.
That's what I'm saying. There was someone threw a grenade at it somewhere.
Okay.
And,
so the world continues to burn.
It does still continue to burn, but let's hope. Let's keep our fingers crossed. And
I need my hands, I cook. But I can't be crossing my fingers and just living my life like that. But you know what? We'll take two things away from this segment. Three things actually.
Okay.
India and Pakistan, cool cats, cool
Mhm.
places. You know,
Mhm.
sometimes I hear people getting beaten and murdered for their religion in those
Yeah,
places. They
yeah.
should stop that shit. But
Yeah.
other than that, cool cats.
Yeah.
You know. Two, nuclear war, not so cool.
Not so cool at
Not
all.
so cool.
No,
We can agree on
definitely.
that.
Oh, we are absolutely agreed on that. That's a bad thing.
All right. Point three, the world continues to fucking be on fire.
It still does. Yeah. We'll keep you updated on.
No, sir. We are not a fucking Pakistani Indian news agency. That shit was this week, and next week we're gonna be on to something
we'll
else.
keep you updated on the world's burning states.
Oh,
That's
yes,
what I was
yes,
gonna
that
say.
we will, we
Yeah.
will, and well, not to give out spoilers, but it's gonna be burning. Because if so, we're probably gonna have to cut that fucking segment if everything gets solved, and
I'm confident we won't have to.
and speaking of everything getting solved,
Mhm.
let's just throw out the query for the people. We're
Mhm.
not gonna get into this on the show because then it's gonna just take up 30 minutes and nothing's gonna be resolved. But we were having an interesting discussion before we started recording, which
Yeah.
was if world peace was achieved
Uh-huh.
and we were living under a one government system,
Uh-huh.
whether or not religion would still be necessary in the world.
Uh-huh.
We both agree that it would still exist and it would
Uh-huh.
still be prevalent,
Uh-huh.
but we disagree. I believe
Uh-huh.
that it would still be necessary. Neither of us are religious, by the way, but I believe it would still be necessary. Whereas,
I believe it's not necessary now. So
okay, Jonathan
never
coming out
mind in the-
strong. Jonathan coming out strong, and I'll be posting his address in the comments.
But I mean, necessary is a very strong word, though. So
But that's the discussion we were having. That's what we were talking about. So like, feel free to take that home to your family, particularly if you live in a particularly religious family and get kicked out. You know,
No.
because that's what we're about here at
No, we
our
should-
Commonwealth of Opinions. We
No,
just like
no.
to spread discord as much as we can.
that's a trademark now, isn't it? You can't say that.
This is spreading of discord.
Can we get sponsored for that?
I don't know. I was gonna make a really horrible pun about accordions, but I'm gonna leave it. Okay, let's keep this.
No,
Let's
but
keep this train
I'd
up.
like me personally. I'd like to say I'm all for familial harmony. I just want to put that out there. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Do you have any other unnecessary disclaimers you'd like to add? You don't kick squirrels, like things that we don't need you to say.
Okay, yeah, I've got no issue with squirrels at all. Yeah.
Okay, fabulous.
All right,
Fantastic.
thank
Let's keep this train moving. Let's run over Jonathan's legs if we need to keep that train moving. Let's move straight into WWJD. We've kicked the savior out of this one, and as usual, I present Jonathan with a pop culture situation and ask him what would he do, or what are his thoughts, or just how would he react if he were one of the parties in the situation. So today we have a spicy love triangle for him. I don't know if he knows. Do you know who the Kardashians are?
I do. I know who Kim Kardashian is.
Okay, and who's in? Give me another Kardashian.
She's got a younger sister who's not very attractive, but I don't. Is it?
Ooh, judging women value based on
Oh
attraction.
yeah. Shit. Sorry, you shouldn't be doing that.
But hey, she showed what's in his heart, ladies.
Not as attractive as Kim.
It's
but
too late. Don't backpedal. You said stand by what you said. Stand by it. Man up.
All right. I just mean like in a objective kind of way,
Mhm.
because I don't actually think Kim Kardashian's that nice anyway. But you know.
Ooh, Kanye, come get this guy.
Oh man, I'm in trouble now. I'm in so much trouble. It doesn't matter. When I said objective, what I really meant is in an objective way, but in the framework of my subjective opinion. So it doesn't make any difference anyway. It doesn't matter.
You doing all this dancing to be able to spin around and say you think this broad is ugly. All of this dancing.
And they've got a mom, and they had a reality TV
Everyone has
show.
a mom, sir.
Yeah,
That's a mother for those of you who
kinda,
speak English.
I remember the mom. She used to have like short hair.
Mhm.
I forget her name, but yeah, and she's married. So Kim's married to Kanye, and she used to be married to. Was she married to Dennis Rodman, or is that someone else?
Never. No one was married. Dennis
No?
Rodman was married to Dennis Rodman. True story, ladies and gentlemen. Dennis Rodman married himself once.
Is that true?
It is.
All right then. I don't know who I'm thinking of then, but yeah, I'm like I know who she is.
Okay, well, none of
Okay.
this is about Kim Kardashian.
All right, okay. Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, how do we give a man the entire rundown history of the Kardashians to bring him up to date with this Chloe story? Okay, let's get with it quickly. So
Mm.
you've got Kim,
Mhm.
Chloe, and Courtney. They're the original case,
Oh,
the
so that's
original
the-
Kardashians.
that's the order of age,
right?
is
There's
it?
Rob Kardashian. I don't know. No, it's Courtney, Kim, Chloe.
Okay.
Chloe's the one you were describing as
Which I now regret deeply.
according the way the media portrays traditional beauty,
Uh-huh.
she doesn't meet those standards. Originally,
Right.
she didn't. After much exercising and surgery, now she looks a different kind of weird.
Yeah, probably I only had that opinion because of something I've read in the media.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, honestly,
You listen,
I can't
listen,
remember
listen.
what she
You
looks
came out
like.
the gate swinging wrong. I look good here. Just look bad. Just look bad and leave it.
All right, I'm
Stop
wrong.
trying to save it.
Oh, what's happened here?
Just stop trying to save it. Stop trying to save it. It's just let it go. It's too late.
Yeah, no, I'm a bad man, and
For some reason, I almost had a Jamaican tilt to it, like you're saying I'm a bad man. Brup, brup, brup. What the
what the
fuck is
hell's
going on?
here, though? We're having some technical issues right
Possibly
now.
or possibly not. I mean,
Okay.
let's hope it resolved itself.
And yeah, and I take full responsibility for what I say.
Good, lovely. My computer's making a weird clicking sound.
Mm.
I hope it doesn't fuck the recording
I'm
up.
sure that'll come out in the recording as well.
Let's see what happens with that. Let's roll the dice and keep it going. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's get you up to date. So we've got Court, Kim, Chloe, right?
Right.
Chloe is the one who.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Chloe was married to the basketballer. Basketballer got hooked on crack.
Basketballer.
Got hooked on crack. They got divorced. Cool. You with me?
Okay.
Chloe
Okay.
dated some other basketballers. Then got pregnant by another basketballer.
Wow.
You with me?
This is all Chloe.
This is
still.
all Chloe. This is all Chloe.
And she's the youngest.
Yes.
Right.
But none of them that young. But anyway, so Chloe gets pregnant, has this baby for this guy who's apparently a huge dirtbag and goes out and is having a threesome while she's in the hospital having her baby.
Oh.
Or something like that. He was having a threesome
wait.
at some point.
They were supposed to be an item at this
They
point.
were an item, yeah,
Okay,
allegedly.
right.
So Chloe stays with him because I guess whatever. I don't know why. And he continues to be a dirtbag. Okay, you with me?
He's a basketballer.
Yes.
He's quite rich.
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of people are saying, a lot of people are coming to this conclusion, this dark conclusion that you just came to, sir.
I don't know anything about sport either. So.
And then let's bring in the other Kardashians into
Uh-huh.
the Jenners in. So Bruce Jenner, formerly the artist formerly known as Bruce Jenner.
You explained this to me once before. I do know about this.
Right. Oh no, I forgot Rob. There's another Kardashian as a boy, but Rob got overweight and disappeared. So let's not talk about Rob.
Just okay.
Let's bring in the Jenners into the mix. So then you have Kylie Jenner.
Oh, hang on. Hang on. Bruce Jenner is the Kardashians' dad.
Bruce Jenner is not. This is why we're calling now people Jenners. Remember when we used different names for them?
Yeah.
You then yourself get confused.
Okay.
The Kardashians' dad, rest his soul, has passed.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh,
And then
right.
Kim remarried.
So-
Chris remarried.
So he would have been the stepdad.
Yes, he would have
Right,
been the
right.
stepdad. And
Got it.
then he knocked their mother up. She had, oh my goodness, I've forgotten the tall one. She had a daughter who's a model now, and then she had another daughter who's Kylie.
And these are the Jenners.
These are the Jenners.
Right. Okay.
Right? So now they call them the Kardashian Jenner clan in general.
Right.
Okay? Now, I used to know everyone's name, but now I'm forgetting names, which I always have, as I explained to you, I think it's fantastic when I forget people's names.
Incredibly complicated.
It's
This
not,
is
it's
like
not.
following an entire season of a soap opera. this.
Several seasons, actually, of a quote-unquote, I'm doing air quotes, reality series.
Right. Okay.
So, the youngest Jenner daughter
Uh-huh.
did not have looks.
Okay.
Very plain Jane.
Why is it okay for you to say that, and not me?
Because I didn't say she's ugly, I said she did not have looks.
I didn't say she was ugly. I said she's
You
not.
said she was not attractive.
Not, and then I said not as attractive.
I just said she didn't have looks. Looks can...
Did you put words into my mouth without me realizing?
Never. I have never put anything in your mouth, sir. And let's keep that there for your wife. If your wife's listening, let's let everyone know that I never put anything in your mouth at all.
Okay then, right?
So
Continue.
I got lost in the story.
Mm.
Yes. Okay. So let's bring the story has to do with Kylie Jenner, who had a bunch of plastic surgery and suddenly went from being a very kind of plain looking person to extremely surgeried up looking person.
Mhm.
And then she got really good at makeup, and then she started like selling a lot of makeup, and now she's the youngest billionaire. Yeah, that she sold a lot of makeup.
Oh, so she's doing better than the rest of the clan.
I don't know, cause I don't know how that cake is split up.
Okay.
And Kim
Well,
is
that's not relevant
and
anyway.
Kim is still the HBIC, I guess. As head bitch in charge.
What does that mean?
You're learning a lot today, aren't you?
Okay, right.
So anyway, the point is,
Uh-huh.
because Kylie's so famous, people care about who her friends are. So Kylie used to hang out with this girl, and then, boom, the story drops that sex addict's boyfriend, baby daddy,
Baby daddy.
boned
Whoa, hang on. Is that
Chloe's baby. Ah,
Chloe's
you see,
baby daddy,
now you know
right?
why all the backstory matters.
Right.
Chloe's baby daddy
Uh-huh.
allegedly
Uh-huh.
boned
Uh-huh.
Kylie's friend.
Kylie's friend. Right.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
You with me?
Uh-huh.
So now people's mad angry. People being the Kardashian Jenner clan is allegedly very upset at the young lady for boning him. And we have a million different perspectives of how this whole thing goes. One, that Chloe deserved it because apparently the guy had a girl pregnant when Chloe got with him. In the first place, that Chloe deserves this blowback, or that the guy, some people's perspective is that, you know, the only person to blame in the situation is the guy. Some people are saying the girl is 20 something and she got drunk and she said they only kissed. But either way, for me that's kind of creepy. To be making out with the husband of somebody you know, and on any level. I'm not trying to demonize nobody, but people, for me there's no situation in which I can see somebody in my personal circle getting a pass after that. Like I'd be like, he's trash, you're trash, like let's not ever speak again. Because that's a real fucked up weird thing to do. And a lot of people are saying, oh, she's young, you know, you never got young and drunk and made a mistake and whatever. And then some people are saying like Chloe's only blaming the daddy. So anyway, my whole thing is, you are Khloe Kardashian in this situation.
I'm Khloe Kardashian. Oh my
how are you dividing your rage? How are you dividing your rage, Jonathan? Do you have any rage? Because he's been a man whore all this time. Are you raging out at all? What would Jonathan do?
Well, I don't know. I mean, if I had to deliver a baby without me man at my side.
Well, he showed up apparently at some point.
Did he?
I think so.
What, after the threesome was finished?
The news was real complicated. I might be blurring topic, but it was very close region. She was pregnant and close to having the baby when he had the threesome.
I know. Honestly, I think I've brought this upon myself. You know.
So you're blaming the woman?
No, but I don't think I have a good right to be angry at anyone else other than myself. You know what I mean? I should have seen this coming, quite frankly.
What about the family friend who tongued down your man?
She's not my friend, is she?
Well, I guess she's the families. Remember, they're kind of famous, so they have like, you know, they have I guess they would have worries about who they bring into this circle. So I guess if you're in the circle, you're in the circle.
Well, if she'll not be my friend anymore, but
would you expect your sister to no longer bring her around?
Yes,
Okay,
I would
okay.
expect my sister to have a. If my sister still wants to be friends with her, hey, it's her life, it's
That's
her
fine.
choice.
Oh, what an understanding bloke.
But I would expect my sister to show some consideration.
Okay,
And
that's fair.
not bring her around the house. You know what I mean?
And your baby daddy.
And
I like telling you that you have a baby daddy. It's very humorous to me.
no, maybe no, he would be dead to me.
Dead to you.
Yeah,
No, your child's life anymore.
I don't understand why it got to this level with him in the first place.
Uh-huh.
I mean, like I said, I feel like the first person I need to have a word with is myself, because how did I let it get this far to begin with, you know?
Oh, listen, people. We really need to hammer Jonathan to a fucking cross, you know, and just put him up in some buildings, cause he really might have the handle on this whole life thing. He might really have it figured out for all of us, you know. So there we have it. That's what Jonathan would do in the fiasco.
I'm
that
a little
is...
uncomfortable with some of the imagery that you just described there. Can I just say that?
They love that man on the cross. What's going on with you? You don't want to be loved?
Goodness.
That's Jonathan's take on Kris Jenner's most recent media push, because some people also believe that it's just a media push.
It sounds like it. I mean, literally, it sounds like a really badly written soap opera.
Well, you
You know,
know,
it sounds like it's put there for people's entertainment.
and people keep tuning in.
Yeah,
People
yeah,
keep tuning in. You
yeah.
know. Also, I have no problem with none of you guys, and if any of the Kardashians would like to send me some money, I am here for it. I would do anything to be your friends to get closer to Kanye. That's all I need to say. Uh,
Are you back on Kanye now, are you?
I'm still, I keep telling you, ideologically with this whole politics thing, it's always gonna be fuck you talking about Kanye. It's always gonna be that. But I'm always gonna have love for him at the same time. It's always gonna be a very complex thing. Right now, I'm in a little bit of an abusive relationship that I don't necessarily want to get out
I
of.
kind of understand what you mean. I'm quite a fan of some of the Smiths' music and Morrissey's solo music. Morrissey's.
With Will Smith getting
No,
jiggy
no,
with
no.
it.
No, Morrissey.
No, you said the Smiths.
The Smiths.
Like
Yeah.
getting jiggy with
No,
it,
no,
and
it's
then Jaden Smith has
no.
has
No.
this.
It's a band. It's the name of a band.
Oh, okay,
An
okay.
English band from the
Are
mid.
they extremely problematic?
Um. What do you mean?
Like, why? What's the comparison?
Well, no, like the Smiths were good. The Smiths were a good band, and the lead singer is a guy called Morrissey,
Mhm.
and he left the band, and
Uh-huh.
then the band broke up in the 90s or something, I think, early 90s, late 80s, and Morrissey's a bit a strange character. Like when he was in the Smiths, when he was a young man in the Smiths, he was kind of a darling of the music press because he was such a enigmatic and a bit of a contrarian, and
Mhm.
the band had kind of left wing politics, so that fits in with the music press quite well.
Okay.
And but in his old age, he's just taken to expressing some of the most bizarre, outrageous right wing views you could imagine. You know what I mean?
Okay. But you're still a fan of the
I
music.
still like the music, but I mean, I've never liked Morrissey. I've always thought
Oh,
Morrissey
okay,
was a
okay.
dick. But
Ah.
yeah.
Morrissey,
the
his
music.
name is Jonathan Glasgow. Jonathan, this is Jonathan Glasgow speaking here, and he lives at 543 Japan Lane.
You don't need to do that. Nobody's scared of Morrissey. You really don't need to do that.
Morrissey is somewhere sharpening a knife. No one's scared of fucking me, right?
He doesn't talk like that either.
Let us wrap this up because we're getting very sidetracked. The point is, Jonathan, if he were in the Khloe Kardashian drama, he would A, get his shit together as a human, B, just have nothing to do with his nasty ass baby daddy because, you know, he's a nasty ass person and that's just what that is. And C, he wouldn't have nothing to do with Jordan, but he won't certainly tell his sister not to be friends with her no more. Jonathan sounds like a real good woman that I'd like to get to know.
Oh my. Okay.
Okay, let's try to wind down from the very high level of energy that today's episode has been, and wrap things up with something good as we usually do. We talk about all this negative shit and complain a lot, so we like to try to wrap things up with something positive. Jonathan, what do you have for us this week?
It's a little bit cold outside, but it's really nice and sunny. It's very, very sunny. Sunshine. It's quite nice.
And here's a British person trying to make conversation about the weather. So if you haven't heard a cliche all show, there's one for you.
But this is a serious point though, because living in Kansai, we get way too much sunshine in the summertime. I'm sure you'll agree with me on this.
True.
It's the oppressive heat and humidity is enough to make you want to kill yourself.
I don't know about all that, but
so-
maybe you should be on antidepressants. But yes, it is hot.
It's balls hot. You have no idea, people. So to experience a bit of sunshine without all that unpleasantness is a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Okay, that's fair. I'll take that as your good thing. I'll let that slide. A little contrived, but I'll let it for like a good thing happening to you. Also a bit narcissistic that it's a good thing happening to you.
No. I
personally.
mean, wherever you are, anywhere in the world, people, if you can enjoy a bit of trouble-free sun, do so. It's for everybody.
Alright. Okay, it's in hot. My thing, so last week's through a series of odd but yet fortuitous events, Some of my comedy was recorded by cameras from BBC Four.
No.
I during my stand-up set, I offered Paul Hollywood gay sex because he was in the crowd. Paul Hollywood is apparently, I don't, the Great British Bake Off. He's one of the judges apparently.
Shit.
Yeah.
Really?
So
The guy with the white hair,
Yeah.
streaky grey hair,
Yeah.
and the piercing eyes.
he does kind of have piercing eyes. I guess that's
Yeah.
why I offered him that gay sex.
Wow.
I'm not
really?
gay, by the way. Not that it's a problem,
What-
but that's
what?
part. It's part of
Why-
the construct of the joke.
Wait a
I had
minute.
to explain that to someone. I told someone this, and they were like, "Yeah, but Paul Hollywood's not gay." I was like, "Yeah, neither am I. It was part of the joke."
What? Why?
I should probably stop saying gay sex because it was just sex. It's two men, obviously. It's gonna
Yes,
be gay. It
yes.
was just okay.
Yeah. But how?
That's
Why?
a long story that we'll get into at some
Okay.
other point. We don't have enough time. It may or may not air because I was in no way the main thing they were there to record, but I ended up being part of the recording as well. I had to sign a release as well, so I may actually some of my
Wow.
comedy possibly, or at least my face might pop on and pop off BBC Four at some point in the future. So I'm looking forward to see how that plays off. Yeah, that was my good thing.
There's probably a good chance it'll be. I mean, I'm sure BBC4 programming schedules are quite, quite wide open. I'm sure.
It's part of a show that has nothing to do with that. It's a show about food, so they're probably gonna be cutting it together. It's a real long story.
Did you tell them that you cook? You should have told them.
Jonathan, you probably need more context before you make suggestions. And one of your eyebrow hairs are really long, really
Don't
really
tell
long.
people that. It's a
I just
podcast.
discovered it.
Well, that means you
So
look.
on that note, I think we're gonna wrap it up for today, ladies and gentlemen. I've said ladies and gentlemen quite a few times today, and I'm probably gonna try to retire that. Blokes and
No,
ladies and gentlemen, I give up. Let's you know what? Stick with the classics if they're
Yeah.
treating you good. So this has been a Commonwealth of Opinion. Thanks for listening. Feel free to. I still don't know if there's a comment thing on SoundCloud, but I believe I have this up on Spotify now as well. So if there's somewhere you can comment or something, comment, and if you can like it, I guess like it. I should probably figure out how these platforms work. But and if you like the show, I guess share it with someone else for a while they're driving to listen to two people rant and rave. Jonathan,
Yeah.
take us out.
Yeah, thanks. Like, share, and subscribe, and put it on MySpace. So when
Oh goodness, goodbye, people.